Every man should learn sex appeal. Every man needs to know what S appeal is. And from this point forward, I would just refer to it as S appeal in order not to trigger any algorithms on this platform. But every man should learn his appeal, and not only for vanity purposes. It gets deeper, right? Not only his S appeal, of course, he needs to know how to stay focused on his passion, stay focused on his craft, his hobby. You understand what I'm saying? Stay focused on his fitness, his life goals. But, in this particular case, I'm talking about the S appeal or his masculine appeal. Okay. And I'm going to get into it. This is a Tarek Talks Midnight Podcast. Sit down, relax, and enjoy. Most men do not know S appeal. And some of them are fortunate enough, depending on what environment or depending on the community that they grew up with, and they are, especially in the urban community, they are taught swag, drip, sauce, whatever euphemism that you want to call it. And all that is another term for sex appeal, right? That's just another term for S appeal. Okay. But even with that, it's not really taught concretely, like the masculine part of it. Okay. The masculine part of S appeal, because see, women are taught, they know off rip. They are trained as soon as they're little girls. As soon as they're little girls, they're taught the power that they have, the power of the P, so to speak. And they know what they're capable of. They know what they can do. That's why you see a lot of these chicks that have like 5 guys in rotation. And all of these guys are just under her spell, right? She knows how to use her feminine prowess. She knows how to use her feminine wiles, right? She knows to wear the makeup, the tight clothing, put on some perfume. And then on top of that, not only the aesthetic part, but she also knows how to make men chase her, so to speak. And yes, naive men chase her. And these guys, they lack that S appeal that I'm about to talk about. Okay, they lack that S appeal because it's more than just aesthetic wise, which is a huge part, but it's more of a personality too. It's more of a mind state as well. But they know how to use it. They know how to make a guy invest in them. This is why you notice a lot of these chicks, they barely text guys first, and they make the guy do all the texting, all the calling. They make him initiate almost everything. They know this. They know the power that they have. But at the same time, only a few men know how to incorporate this on their terms as well, or some kind of variant, okay? Some kind of variant. Only a few men know how to utilize this, but it's important that every man learns this. And, with S appeal, the best way for it to work is for a woman to just be physically attracted to you, right? That's the base. That's the base foundation of it. Is for her to be physically attracted to you. You got to have that presence about you, right? And see, S appeal, like I alluded to earlier, it ties in with just being masculine. And a lot of channels, they're like, oh, masculine, they try to make it seem like that's a corny concept. Hey, look, if you think that's a corny concept about masculinity and femininity, go out here in the real world and act flimsy. I'm just going to put it like that. Act like a mushy gushy, flimsy guy and see how much you're going to get dragged through the mud. See how much you're going to get dragged through the mud in this landscape. Okay, so you can believe it's corny if you want to, but hey, look, you're going to learn very quick that having this S appeal, this masculine S appeal is extremely important. because your aesthetic, even the aesthetic that you're going for, that has sex appeal is a strong aesthetic. Even your aesthetic itself, you're going for that more strong, developed frame to where it looks like you're strong. It looks like you're strong in the world, and it looks like you're strong when it comes time to go in the room as well, right? When it comes time for that intimacy, females don't want anything soft. Okay, they don't want to soft. Well, look, will females get with guys that are average? Yes, they will. Let's not get this misconstrued. And guys that are average, but they have that very high charm, very high S appeal, they get played just as well, right? But what I'm saying is they want that hardness from your body down to your, you know, your parts. Because when it comes time to do what you need to do, you can't be soft down there. You got to be hard. So it all correlates to that sort of more hardness. Okay. And then the way the demeanor is kind of has the same way. It's kind of the same way. S appeal isn't only about flirting, right? It's not only about flirting and connecting with the young lady, which is extremely important, right? It is about connection. It is about just having that free flowing conversation. And all S appeal is when it comes to conversation is how free flowing it is. It's about the exchange. Is the exchange free flowing? Or are you somewhat nervous? Are you somewhat shy? Are you somewhat intimidated by her? Or does the conversation flow? Are you giving her direct eye contact, right? You giving her that good, intimate eye contact? Are you talking in a very steady voice, right? And in a comfortable voice. Let me put it like that, in a comfortable voice. Or are you stuttering every 5 seconds, nervous? Right? See how it correlates. See how it all correlates to just having confidence. And yes, the young lady, it's best that she is physically attracted to you. That is the best case scenario. I'm just going to throw that out there. It is best if she is physically attracted to you, okay? But it's that free-flowing convo where you're just connecting with her. And it's also, on top of that free-flowing convo, it's also your demeanor. As I said earlier, you have to have a certain level of assertiveness, a certain level of aggressiveness. You're not acting like a lost puppy. You're not acting thirsty, right? If you are engaged, see, this all starts from the very first engagement. When you start engaging with the young lady off rip, you have to have that assertiveness about you off rip. Okay, if she's trying to play this little hard to get, or she's being somewhat difficult with you, a part of that S appeal, believe it or not, or masculinity, whatever you want to call it, a part of that S appeal is you assessing the situation, nodding your head and saying, okay, this is what the situation is. She's acting a little difficult. She's acting hard to get, air quotes. I'm going to walk away from this chick because I'm not dealing with that, right? You want to see how cooperative she is. And it's no sweat. Hey, look, if she's being difficult, hard, or this hard to get, whatever you want to call it, you're going to move right on to the next one. Because trust and believe, if your S appeal is high, there is going to be a chick that does like you, right? There is going to be a chick that's cooperative. But a part of you understanding this S appeal is the ability for you to walk away from a chick that's being difficult. Doesn't matter how attractive she is, doesn't matter how pretty, it doesn't matter how shapely she is. You're going to walk away, and guess what? As soon as you walk away, there's going to be a young lady that is very cooperative, that is very into you. And you know, when a chick is really into you, all that hard to get and all that stuff, that's gonna go out the window. She's gonna be right along with you. She's gonna be quiet. You're gonna tell her, hey, let's move over here, or let's step outside. Let's get a little more intimate. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk a little in a place that's a little more quieter. Hey, you know, come with me. And she's gonna be more than willing to. She's gonna be happy to. She's gonna be very soft. She's gonna act very soft around you. You know what I mean? She's not gonna act hard and difficult. And that's part of that S appeal is understanding that. Is understanding, hey, look, if this woman is being difficult, if she's just going out of her way to play hard to get, I don't have to deal with her, because self-respect is also another part of masculine S appeal. Self-respect. You know, you're not going to tolerate you being a 5'9", 5'10", 6 foot, whatever, 5'7" man, whatever, 200 pounds, 190 pounds of you. You're not going to let somebody that's twice as small as you treat you like a puppy, because you know you have power as well. And that's part of that S appeal. That's part of that masculine S appeal, is that you know you have power. Females have P power. Guess what? You have D power. And a lot of men don't acknowledge that. They always want to put themselves down in a weaker position. But you have D power. Let me tell you something, fellas. A chick, if your S appeal is high and you click with her, and you put it down in bed, you know, and you're leading, you know, you have that good ambition, you have that good drive, that good focus. She's gonna be right. She's gonna be there for you, right? She's gonna be, and a lot of guys, unfortunately, they never experienced a woman texting them first. They never experienced a woman constantly asking when she's gonna see him again. They never had a woman say, hey, look, you're talking to these other girls and I don't like that. You know, she really getting bothered that you're giving her attention to other chicks and she wants you, right? But before you can get all of that, you have to know yourself. You have to get that masculine S appeal up. This is what's going to get you. And believe it or not, this masculine S appeal is going to also help you in the business world. In the business world, in your job, when you walk in, you know, that stride that you have, that assertive walk, that goal-oriented mind state, that is going to help you in your job, because people respect people who are well put together, right? Who look like they take care of themselves, who look like they have pride in themselves. And on top of all of that, if you have a hard a work ethic, that's the cherry on top, bro. You got it. You know, you got it. So I hope you guys like this video. Peace.